Hey there, online students. This is Dr. Buer. It's Monday, March the 6th. Welcome to the World Evangelization Conference Week. We don't have any regular classes for the most part, although in one of my online classes we do have something we've got to do. But the main thing is we've got World Evangelization Conference events. I hope that you are able to participate in some of those remotely. If you're local to Dallas, I encourage you to go participate in them in person. But it's a great opportunity to think about how God's at work in the world, how we can think globally, and how we can be involved in sharing the gospel right here and all over the place. So hope you really give it some good consideration. All right, so here's what we've got going on for this week. In NT 5103, we have finished up our first unit really on syntax, and now we're going to be working on the syntax exam. That's due on Wednesday. You can see the instructions for the exam here. It's very similar to the quizzes that you've done up to this point. Everything's kind of amalgamated in this one exam. You can see what it covers here, and then you can see the utensils, the books you're allowed to use here, the NA28 text without the dictionary, Wallace's text, and also the Buer-Miller lexicon for various parts of the exam. If you have any questions about this, let me know, but it's very similar to things that you've already done. I would encourage you to review your study guides, review your translation, make sure you're good on parsing, review vocabulary. It's pretty straightforward, but it will kind of stretch you a little bit, and I hope that it's a good opportunity for you to think about how to do syntax again and to get ready for the next unit. Now, when you look at the next unit that we've got, the first thing that we're going to do is get involved in some reading again. So after this is done, you'll see that our first unit is the syntax of the noun, and that goes through that first week that we're back. So you can get started on this if you would like, or you can wait, whatever you'd like to do. But once we get back, we'll work through the noun in terms of reading in that first week, and then we'll get back into study guides in the second week that we're back. In NT 5104, we actually don't have any assignments due this week, but we are now in a new module. We're in a module in which we're going to work on the exegetical method within the context of the book of Ephesians. And what you'll notice is that these are lectures that I recorded that cover various issues in Ephesians. We talk through interpretation, we talk through exegesis, etc. And essentially, we're now gearing up to your first exegetical paper due on March 31st. So 4 weeks after you turn in the commentary, you then will turn in the first exegetical paper. So the main thing that you need to do at this point is to go back and read the file which covers what these exegetical papers look like. They are big assignments. They have a lot of moving parts, and I want you to be really clear on that. So that's in our Files tab, and you'll notice it's in the root directory. It is the NT 5104 Instructions for Exegetical Papers. The first part deals with process. What you need to do is to scan through and look for the part that deals with presentation. This will show you everything that we want in the order that we want, and so you need to start working on that now. It's such a big paper that you're going to want to start working on it almost every day. There's a lot of moving pieces, so make sure you get started on it sooner rather than later. In NT 5110, let me get to the right page now. Here we go. We are essentially on break. We don't have anything that we've got to do this week or next. You'll notice that when we get back, we will dig into the outline. And what you'll notice is that the module that starts when we get back is going to be a 2-week module. So you don't have anything due until March 31st in this class, anything due from this point forward. But doing this outline is pretty involved, and I would encourage you to get started on it sooner rather than later. It's a very particular way we want you to do the outline, and it's going to require you to really think through your whole argument and actually do a good bit of research to make it work. So be sure you read that particular assignment page on how that's going to look, and I'll cover that more fully when we come back from our break and I do another weekly video update. Okay, so the last thing I need to let you know is that I will not do a weekly video update next week. Next week is spring break, so I hope that you enjoy that. But then once we come back from spring break on March the 20th, we'll be back into the swing of things. We'll have 7 more weeks of classes, and then we'll get to final exams, and then we'll be done for the spring. Be in touch as necessary. I'll be working throughout the break, so don't hesitate to reach out if you need me. And I'll look forward to talking to you and working with you when we get back on March the 20th. Until then, hope you have a great break, and pray that you really enjoy it.